Did Lil Durk just get hit with the one thing he swore he'd never let happen? Because what's unfolding right now could change the entire trajectory of his career and maybe even his freedom. What did the court actually say? And why are fans panicking online? Is this connected to that old case from 2019 or something even deeper? And what does this mean for the future of Lil Durk, OEF, and the legacy he's built? We're about to break down every detail from sentencing documents to fan reactions to what Durk himself said about all this. On April 8th, 2025, social media exploded with one headline: Lil Durk sentenced in connection to federal charges. Immediately, #FreeDurk started trending. Twitter, TikTok, and fan pages went into full panic mode. But what actually happened? According to an official document filed by the Northern District of Georgia, Durk, real name Durk Banks, was sentenced to 18 months of supervised federal monitoring, a travel restriction clause, and a six-figure fine. The charge? Conspiracy to commit acts in furtherance of a criminal enterprise. Sounds vague? That's what makes this terrifying, because this connects to a chain of past allegations, going all the way back to 2019. Let's rewind to February 5th, 2019. Lil Durk and late rapper King Von were linked to a shooting outside the Varsity in Atlanta. Surveillance footage showed two men opening fire and robbing a victim in broad daylight. Durk turned himself in. Bond was posted. And then, silence. Fans thought it was over. But prosecutors didn't forget. The case was administratively closed, but the allegations remained under federal review, said a source close to the Georgia DA. Fast forward to 2024. Durk's name reappeared in a sealed, recorrelated investigation. And when the files became unsealed earlier this year, Durk's past movements, the flights, encrypted phones, and who he was associating with came back under scrutiny. So is Durk going to jail? No. But this isn't a win either. According to the official sentence, Durk can't leave the state of Illinois without court approval. He must check in weekly with a federal monitor. Any music that references gang activity could trigger a court review. And most shocking, Durk is legally prohibited from communicating with known gang affiliates, including members of his own OTF crew. This is like giving someone a mic, but cutting off their voice, tweeted rap journalist Andrew Barber. So yes, he's free, but he's not free. After days of silence, Durk posted this to his Instagram story. They could try to box me in, but I'm built for more than corners and cages. The real ones know. That message alone lit a fire on social media. Was he talking about the feds? About OEF? About himself? The hip-hop world had mixed reactions. Meek Mill tweeted asterisk, "They're doing Durk the same way they tried to do me." Watch this turn into motivation. Academics posted a 5-minute rant, calling the sentence a quiet attempt to silence street rap. Fans noticed Drake unfollowed Durk on Instagram just a week prior. Coincidence? Or did someone know something early? Meanwhile, OEF pages are eerily quiet. No statements. No stories. Just silence. Now here's where things get darker. Some are saying this might be the beginning of a much bigger case. Legal analysts are pointing out that Durk's sentence is structured like a cooperation buffer, meaning if he violates, the full case activates. This is the kind of sentence you give someone when you're still watching, said a former federal prosecutor on No Jumper. So what does that mean? It means the feds are circling. And Durk's next move, any lyric, any photo, any DM, could change everything. Durk was on fire. He had 2 albums charting top 10 in 2024. He was rumored to be negotiating a $25 million label deal. And he was planning a joint tour with Lil Baby for late 2025. Now, every label exec is holding their breath. No one wants to invest millions if Durk ends up violating his terms. Or worse, if a bigger RICO indictment drops. One streaming insider even told Billboard, they're already prepping backup rollouts in case he disappears. The fear? That Durk's sentence isn't the ending. It's the calm before a second storm. What did the court actually say, and why are fans panicking online? Durk was sentenced not to prison, but to federal monitoring and restrictions that limit his art, movement, and associations. Is this connected to that old case from 2019? Or Something even deeper? Absolutely. It's a delayed consequence of the 2019 shooting case, now merged into a federal-level strategy to monitor and potentially silence key figures in street rap culture. And what does this mean for the future of Lil Durk, OEF, and the legacy he's built? It means uncertainty. Every song, every post, every collab could be used against him. This isn't the end, but could be the beginning of something even more dangerous for Durk. Subscribe if you believe there's more to celebrity stories than just gossip. We get into the real meaning here. Hit that like button if you're Team Durk or Team Truth.